Hi guys, welcome back. Day one, January 16th, 2018, of the £150 to 10k challenge that I'm doing. So I wanted to show you the account so you can see. I've cut the recording. I've cut the screen capture up at the top here, so the account number is not showing, and the broker. But other than that, everything else you see, and you can see it all on my FX book anyway. But this is, you can see here, £150 was deposited into this account. This was a buy stop order. This was a mistake. I was messing around with depth of market and I didn't realise that what I was doing was going to trigger a buy stop to be placed, a buy stop order to be placed. So I just cancelled that straight away. You can see it didn't trigger. And then I had 3 trades today that I took, with basically sitting on a current loss of £7.14. The first trade was here. It was a long on euro, which got stopped out. Second trade, long again, which again subsequently got stopped out. Then I took a step back, reassessed, and popped into the pound USD, and you can see that I took a very small trade here. I took a very small trade here, again long, but I exited that manually, and then I re-entered here, and you can see that we've pretty much been grinding higher ever since. I'll take you over to the trade tab. You can see that I'm currently up £17.55, give or take, and I'm sitting on an equity balance of £160.41 if I take that. So this is more of just an overview of what I've been doing today. I'm not going to be going into details of how I took the trades or why I took the trades or what I was thinking. If you look at the previous videos that I've done on the euro, you'll know why I'm bullish on euro and why I have been bullish on euro, and I still believe that it's going to be going up more. But for now, I'm currently sitting on this position now in cable, and I'm just looking for a sweep of the previous highs. And this was the previous target for the first trade, and that was to stop. I had it down here. I always like to have a stop in there just in case something crazy happens. But if I want to exit a trade manually, I will exit the trade manually. So far, like I said, slow start to the day. I'm not necessarily going to be trading every day, but it's been a slow start to the day. Took a small hit on the account, but I've since made that back. Now, obviously, this is unrealized profit. If I don't take the money now, then this is the balance that I'm sticking with at the minute, £142.86. That's what I'm sitting on until I clear, until I actually close this position off. Then, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still sitting on £142.86. So I do believe that this is going to go. It looks like it really wants to sort of punch up. You'll notice that I've marked on the 15-minute chart today's high, which I do believe we're going to pop through. Looking at the context of what's happening here, we've had this really nice grind up, a steady pullback, and then we're kind of grinding all the way back up to previous highs. So we're going to punch through this, and I've got no interest in getting out of this trade. And there's something I want to mention really quickly, kind of a nugget, if you will. Think about what I've done today. I took 1 loss, I took 2 losses, okay, which are controlled, and I stopped trading, okay. At that point, then I jumped over to the pound and I took a very small trade, okay, just again to test the market. And the time during these trades was, just going into New York Open of this particular trade, right? And the euro trades were during London. And the trade that I'm in right now, before I opened this trade, obviously my balance was sitting at £142.86. So I cleared 150, yeah. Because right now I'm up about £18. But while I was in this trade, I cleared about 150 here, yeah? Meaning, if I'd have closed the trade where the crosshair is right now, then I would have been back to 150, And a lot of people do that. They take some losses, and then when they get into the next trade, they allow those losses to affect their decision making, and all they want is they just want their money back. If I can just get back to where I was, and that's really toxic thinking. It's so bad. You have to find a way to minimize the effect that has on your trading, because you will always be getting back to and having the idea of, if I lose money, then I just want that money back and nothing else, and never letting trades do their job. Never letting trades run, never maximizing profits when when it's clear, based on, for my analysis, it's clear to me that this wants to punch through this. We've had a really nice strong move down, okay, which has just been wiped out. This is a 4-hour bar. So we had a 4-hour bar going down, a 4-hour bar going nowhere, and then a nice 4-hour bar that's pretty much engulfed the entire bar, almost, yeah? And now we're kind of, you can see, why would it go all the way down just to go all the way back up again? Do you understand? This is quite strong. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna rip through. I believe it will, and I'm 99% sure that it's going to do so. And that my order is going to get tagged. But if I'd have just took my money when I was back to 150 in balance, then I wouldn't be sitting on a favourable trade right now. I would have just made my money back and then walked away. Break even for the day. And I don't see the point. Not because I want to be above break even, but because this trade's not showing me any indication that it wants to stop going higher. So why would I get out? So bear that in mind. So we're going to leave this trade going. Obviously, I'll update you on Twitter, and everything else as and when it comes. Let me just put this back down so you can see. There we go. There's the Twitter lock stop pip. But it's because if I come out a little bit like this, you'll be able to see it. Hopefully, there we go. Basically, it's there. So this is where we stand. And again, like I said, I'll update you as things go. As things progress. This is the MyFX book. Let me do a refresh and see if it's updating. No, still not updated. So for whatever reason, it updated 5 hours ago. It seems to be really slow. But so far, you can see I'm down like 4.76% on the account. And again, remember, guys, the risk is going to be skewed on this account purely because it's so small. And I'm a very, very aggressive trader. I've told you, in previous videos, I am a very aggressive trader. It's just my style of trading. That's how I am. So the risk is going to be skewed. The other thing I want to mention now as well. The account that I'm using is a spread betting account. And because it's a spread betting account, the values of a full standard lot are different. I've got multiple accounts. On my standard account, one full lot is $10 a pip, or about £7.70 a pip. So, my account's in pounds. Whereas a spread betting account with the broker that I use, a standard lot, one full standard lot is a pound, or basically $1 or a pound. So factor that in, because obviously, if you see here, I'm sitting on what would be the equivalent to half a full lot, half a standard lot. And if this was on a standard account, then that'd be $5 a pip. It isn't, okay? And that's why you can see that my margin is only £17.20. And my margin level is almost at 1,000. So if this was a standard account, that would be a lot lower, and I wouldn't be doing it on this account because I just wouldn't have the margin to do anything like that. So factor that in, because you're going to see obviously one standard lot, 1.2s and 1.5 and things like that as I start to build the account. So just bear that in mind. I don't want people thinking that I'm going crazy. But yeah, going back to the MyFX book, you can see that the only trade, for whatever reason, that's showing is the open trade. And obviously you've got the history here of the trades that I took, which we just showed you in the other one. Took a 30 pip stop out, a 33 pip stop out, and that was a manual exit. And then this is the very small manual exit, and then obviously we've got the open trade here. I'm sure at some point that this is going to update, and then when it does, you guys can just, my link's never going to change. You can always refresh it as much as you want, but I'll wait for this to update and then we'll see. So there we are. That's pretty much it. First day. Again, happy with this position. I will be leaving this on. I've got my stop at plus 2.5 pips, so I'm happy with that. I'm currently up about 33 pips or so, 34 pips. But I'm not even going to. Normally, I would take half the position off and let the rest ride. But because I'm building this account and I'm confident that this is going to continue going higher, I'm going to leave this for a full profit of about £30.45 basically. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, all in all, a good day, guys. I'm happy with this, and we'll see what happens in day two. You know, if I don't trade, I'll try my best to do a video just as a quick update to let you know that nothing's happening. But I'm basically going to journal the entire thing from start to finish, right up until the point that I either blow the account or I get to 10,000. But I won't be blowing the account. I just won't. I'm very focused, and I absolutely firmly believe that I can do this. So. We'll see how long it takes. All right, guys. So listen, thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. And you guys are on this journey with me, so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys. So all the best, and I'll see you in day two.